Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Their stream, looked great. It was a crazy long stream. I'm gonna be honest. I watched it for like 15 minutes, like before I came on my late stream. And by the time that I was done with my work for the night, I couldn't. They were already offline. So I skimmed around the show and I watched a little bit of it. And it was, it's the same kind of content that you love. If you miss these guys, you're gonna just jump right back on right where you left off. And it was a good show. Like I said, well received, lots of support. And apparently they're gonna be streaming a ton this month, like to make up for the fact they were gone for a whole month.
I can't wait for the money.
He watches it. It takes him 2 hours and 11 minutes to react to my 9-minute clip. Now, a lot of people say my reacts are way too long. Okay? Like, way too long. I watched my own 4-hour documentary, and I turned it into a 12-hour react, right? So basically what you do is, 4 hours, you multiply it by 3, it's 12 hours. He took a 9-minute clip, and he turned it into 2 hours. He literally multiplied it by, like, 12. Okay? So, actually, 13. Excuse me. My math is wrong. 13. Right? 13 exponential growth there, right? So anyway, I'm not going to watch the whole thing. But people have already told me about this. Okay? And basically said, you should watch a little bit of it. It's absolutely hilarious what he has to say. Because what he has to say is so silly. So I'm gonna listen about it, alright? So, reacting to DsP lying about not knowing who I am. Apparently, I lied about not knowing who this guy is. Okay? Okay, here we go.
Over here, absolutely destroying it. You know what? I need to update the fuck. 100. I'm putting on the vest. All right, I'm putting on the vest. You got us to 250 as well.
Making, you think he's making fun of me, but in reality, what he doesn't understand is the fact that I name dropped him, right? The fact that I name dropped him, I did a segment on my show about him. It sent my detractors to his content. So now my detractors, who are literally mentally stunted morons, are throwing this guy money because they think, oh, we're getting Phil, all right? What they don't understand is that they're just doing exactly what I've directed them to do. This is my plan, but they're not that smart, okay? They do this every time. They always fall for the bait. They're just that dumb, all right? But anyway, let's continue.
I'll put on a daft hat like fucking DsP. There you go. I already wear glasses. There you go. You did it, boys. You did it, chat. That's it. We're done. Look at that, man. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, my gosh.
Is he British? It's weird because he has an American flag hanging in the background, but he's talking and he has a British accent, so I'm confused. Again, I know nothing about this guy.
I'll tell you what, if we hit 300, I've not even typed out the total properly. Just wanted to get the hats and stuff so we're ready.
So I will comment here, all right? His layout is actually a little visually stimulating. Like, it's actually not bad, but the pink is offsetting for me. Like, the pink actually bothers my eyes a little bit.
I'm blind. I'm completely blind.
I always like watching Phil getting clowned on. Me too, Coyote Briggs, me too. And guys, if you send in the donations, then I could obviously put on the glasses. Anyway.
Again, what's funny is he only knows of me from watching clips. So he thinks that's all the content I put out, right? Like every idiot, like every brain-dead mouth drooler. They actually think that all I do is sit here all day long during the podcast, during my content, and all I do is talk about contributions and putting on glasses. I haven't even put on the glasses or a hat or a vest consistently since August.
Don't give Phil money, he'll just ban you anyway. I subscribe to him just to type in his chat, like, why don't you talk to me? Because you've got me blocked on Twitter and you're saying you don't know me. Like, I know that I know he didn't have me blocked. And then he spoke to Kino Casino, and I obviously dab all the fuck over them. Jesus Christ, tomorrow we've got to go through PPP, exposing himself to minors and children by his own admission, right? It's fucked up. Anyway, that's tomorrow's show. But because I've been dabbing on Kino Casino and shit, and I've been doing that for a lot longer than they've been talking to Phil, they were like, buddy, you might want to block Cog there. That's right. Don't talk to Cog, buddy. That's right. So obviously, that's what happens. That's what happens.
So let me get this straight. He legitimately believes that Kino Casino went out of their way to bring him up and talk to me about him and say, hey, Phil, please specifically block Cog on Twitter. He actually believes that that's what went down. He literally did exactly what I expected of him. My detractors literally did exactly what I wanted them to do.
Really?
So, who won here? And now, here's the funny part about it. So he made this video, and I think he kind of figured out that I was going to watch it. And by the way, this is a live stream archive, which is hilarious, because if you're not aware, live stream archives always get a lot of views. So, for example, my podcasts, okay? Just the live stream of my podcast, when I'm done, broadcasting and it goes into, like, archive mode, my podcast will have several thousand views. Like, my podcast in the last few days have between 2,000 and 3,000. If I do an interview podcast, it'll be like 4,000 or 5,000. And then sometimes, if it's a big show, it'll be like 10,000. It depends, right? So, he did a live broadcast of this. He only has 642 views on the archived stream after it's done.
That's absolutely correct. No mature content allowed at all on my stream ever. I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
So what did he have? Like 20 people watching? Like, seriously. And the funny part about that is, he made a lot of money, but yeah, it was from like 3 people. It was like, one dude dropped like a $300 tip, and then a couple other people were doing super chats and big thing. Yeah, but it's like, it's by detractors. You didn't earn that from an audience that likes you and your content. You had a special guest group come in and drop contributions because you talked hatefully about me. So, allow me to welcome you to Reality Cog. The only reason anyone cares about you is me. Get it? Just like when side-scrollers desperately needed attention because their show was failing. They'd been out for about a month and a half, 2 months, and they were getting no traction, no clout, no views. They'd gotten a million other YouTubers on it. No one cared. But when Darksydephil stepped into the arena, all of a sudden, their views skyrocketed. They got notoriety for having me on. They milked the living shit out of it from the same people who gave you 500. They gave the side-scrollers thousands and thousands of dollars over the course of several streams where they milked this content. Do you understand? This is not the first time that this will happen. It certainly will not be the last. You're just doing exactly what everyone else has done. There's nothing special. No one came to your stream to see Cog today. They came to see, oh, look, someone else is dumping on DSP. Okay?
Oh my god, he's drinking toxic toilet juice.
Here you go. You made a whole video about it. Cog dominating DSP in donations. DSP needs that money. Cog made $527. DSP made $311. First of all, you didn't make that money. You didn't earn it. You weren't putting out content. They gave it to you because you crapped on me. All right? That's like your best day. Right? Your best day ever is $527. And you're like touting that. Right? Like any day that I work, I'm making good money. Okay? But I have to work. I do. I have to work to earn the back end stuff. If I don't work, I don't make that much on just the ad revenue. But it's there. So the fact that he's standing here and he's touting this, right? Like, oh, $527, I beat DSP. No. Your one stream, you made that for my detractors. You're not going to replicate that every day. That's your best ever. Congrats. You did exactly what I wanted you to do. You did it. You took the bait to prove my point about the fact that no one cares about you. You only got attention because of me. Dude, you're on stream right now live and you only have 58 viewers. You're on stream right now. I have 402 viewers and climbing, and you have 58 viewers. Yikes.
Do I get hemorrhoids? Yes. I get hemorrhoids on the boils. It's pretty amazing.
What he's doing now, of course, is just the next level of assholery and bullshit. He's just constantly making videos that have absolutely no reason to even be made. Okay? Like, at all. Like, there's literally no reason for him to be making the videos he makes because they don't say anything. So this particular one, I'm going to read the title. I have a shout out to do, but I want to read the title of the video first. DSP merch shop collects all your personal information, IP address, browser history, buyer beware. I literally don't have to press play on this video because anyone with a brain already would read that and be like, Doody, really? This is what you made a video on? Are you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, I swear to you this is true. It's absolutely positively true. You ready for this? I know this might be a revelation and a shocking fact, like, exposed to you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go on the internet and you go to any business and you do a transaction with said business, that business will receive your name, your mailing address, your personal information associated with that, like phone number, contact information, email address. They'll get your IP address, all right? They'll get all this information because that's how online commerce works. They need your information in order to process your order. I know, hold on. I know this might be shocking to some. Wait a minute, I'm going to order something from an online retailer and they're going to get my mailing address? Well, do you want the product you just paid for? Well, wait, they need a phone number? Well, they want to contact you if something's wrong with the shipment. or the order, right? They want to send you your order confirmation. They need your email address, right? Like that. What?
What?
Yes, it's true. Literally, any transaction you do on the internet, the company gets your information. It's not just my merch shop. It's literally every shop ever on the internet. There hasn't been a single business that's gone on the internet and done business in commerce and didn't get your information. It's not fucking possible. They need your info to do business. You understand? When the driver comes to your house and delivers the package, they have your address. Oh my God. I'm not kidding you. Maybe, I guess what it is that Doody Streams is actually so stupid, he didn't know that. He actually thought that the internet was an anonymous place where everyone is fully protected. No, anywhere you go, you're giving personal information to where you're visiting. Right now, every one of you who's on YouTube, YouTube has your IP address. If you have a YouTube account that has a login, they have all your information associated with that. Yes, it's true. It's wow, mind-numbing, right? Literally, the title of his video has nothing whatsoever to do with anything. Just think of it this way. If a website didn't have your IP address, how would they know it's you? So when you go back to that site, you can resume everything you were doing. On YouTube, that you resume a video you already watched. That's because they have your IP address, so they know it's you. Oh, it's that guy who was watching this video. Let's resume that video at the 14-minute mark where he left off. Isn't that nice and convenient? That's because they have your IP address. They know it's you. That's how they identify it. Right? Every site that you go to says cookies. Please accept our cookies. When you accept the cookies, guess what you're doing? You're giving them permission to have all your information. And now they know who you are. Like, why is this...
Okay, I'm going to ignore the garbage shears that are just trying to bait me into stuff. I'm not stupid.
Why is this some giant revelation? I'm lost. So what is the point of this video? Really? And then you go back down and you just read some of the most brain-empty, mouth-drooling comments I've ever seen in my life. Buy a shirt, get a personal email from Phil saying a new streaming PC could also help the business. Hold on a second. You think I own this business? You think I own the merchandise company? Wow. That would be pretty cool. If I actually owned a merchandise company, it would be pretty nice. I don't own the company. I'm doing business with the company. They're taking the information. They're processing the orders. They're processing the payments. They're commissioning the shirts to be made. They're having the shirts made. They're doing the logistics to have the shirts shipped to the customer. I'm not even involved in any of that at all. I got a readout or a spreadsheet of the first 12 hours of sales, and it was like 8 people bought a bunch of stuff, and it was all the order number, and not even a number. It was like DSP1, order, and it was the merch that was bought. That's it. I don't have any information on anyone at all on this website. All right, but now let's take it even further. Let's take it a bit further. Okay, even if I did, what do you think I'm gonna do with the information? Do you think I have time to A-log and harass people who bought my merch? What would be the purpose of me doing that exactly? What would be the purpose if someone tipped me or contributed of getting their information and saving it? What would I do with it exactly? I'm really at a loss at this. Like, what is the point of all this shit that they've been saying for years that Phil gets all your information via PayPal? Phil gets all your information via this. What would I do with that exactly? You think I'm going to call you at work? I'm going to find out who you are. I'm going to call you at work and leave you, hey, what's your favorite scary movie? And I'm going to hang up on you, right? I'm going to...
The troll fucked my ass. And my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point.
This guy has nothing to say or add. When he tries to do transformative work, it's terrible because he has nothing to say. He's a clown. He's a joke. Detractors, really, I mean this now. Some detractors do creative stuff. They'll restream my content and they'll add commentary to it. I can't stop you from doing that. And if you're doing that, more power to you. If you are adding commentary and criticism that's meaningful and your viewers are enjoying it or whatever, right? Personally, I don't agree with the live restreamers who 100% restream. I think there should be like a legal limit to how much you can restream, because then people digest your content through another means and don't give your original content a chance, and that actually I feel does violate copyright law. But that's my own personal take. I'm not taking it to court or whatever. But at least the restreamers, at least the fucking restreamers are adding something. You don't even have anything to add. What you're saying in your video is blatantly falsely stupid. It doesn't even make sense. There's no validity to anything you're saying. Oh no, the sky is falling. DSP has your information. I don't have the information. The company does. Every single company you ever dealt with on the internet has that info anyway. You have no fucking point. You're a fucking grade A jackass. You're so dumb. And the fact is, this guy has like 2,000-3,000 people who are just as dumb as him. And they all think that what he's putting out is like meaningful shit. He hasn't had a single fucking thing to say at all. Remember, this is the same guy who, when I made a video and it said CEOs who are mistreating their employees and firing them and laying them off should be thrown out into the street, and all their belongings, like they're in a box, should be shot into the street. And he said, Phil said that CEOs should be shot. No, I didn't. I mean, this guy has no validity to anything that he does.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. My angry old man rant has now ended, and now we can get back to regularly scheduled content here on the stream. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. It's the guy who just doesn't get reality.